Alright, let's see how we make this one look. Alright. Got a crow in the background, folks. They're beautiful birds, as I've said before in a previous demo of late. They're good for cleaning up carrion, like rotten flesh. Very good in the wild. Don't know what they eat in the suburbs. I know they'd probably eat out of garbage bins, the leftover food from people. But there wouldn't be much carrion out here in the suburbs, I don't think. So I don't think they'd eat worms. I don't know what they fucking feast on when they can't have a diet of carrion or rotting flesh. Alright, let's see how we go with this. I'm going to make this 400%. It's going to be a really small piece of work. It is a piece of artwork from a Snooty magazine. It's very colourful. This looks really colourful. I like it. So now we're just going to put it on the glass. Okay. And we're going to make that 400%. It's going to be a big one. Alright, out comes the first take. I actually forgot to put the background removal, but it looks nice like that, nice and deep and colourful. So now, wondering if we're going to just take it off and put that on the recycle pile, and I'm just going to make a reproduction off this one to fill the page. It's a nice looking piece, I must say. I'm actually wondering how big we're going to make it. So the horizontal is going to be a lot bigger than the vertical by rights. So we're going to make the horizontal. It's going to be 170, and the vertical is going to be 140. We're going 140, a lot less. We're just going to set this up to fit to make it look good. Going with it, we're going to lighten up the copy density all the way. Maybe we're going to go here and employ a bit of bleed removal to get rid of some of that dark, dirty looking image. And let's see how we go. Yeah, I do like the crow's beautiful black feathers or plumage. I really find it really nice to look at. It sort of shines beautifully in the sun. Let's see how we go. It makes me think of the word raven, because raven I think is another word for crow. And when you're talking Anne of Green Gables, if anyone's ever read that book at school, well, and Shirley, the main character, wanted her hair not to be red. She wanted it to be raven black, like her friend. And it turned out absolutely horrible. So I think of crows and ravens to do with Anne of Green Gables. So that reminds me of her. Now I think I've made it too big on the the horizontal. But basically Anne of Green Gables, I really enjoyed that movie. I'd like to see it again. Going to make it 160, and I think 140 is the right size. But yeah, Anne of Green Gables, a very nice, romantic and clean sort of a romantic. It's sort of really, how should I put it? It's romantic without the smut. It's not smutty. It's innocent, and I like that. It's nice to have an innocent story, and it's good for children, because I'm pretty sure it would have been given to us in late primary school. So if it's good for primary school, it's good for adults. Anyway, that looks interesting. Wondering if we're just going to leave it like that. Because, yeah, wondering where the centre of this job's going to be. It's not easy to work that out. So I'm just going to move these other items around. I think that's going to be, actually thinking that's going to be the centre. But yeah, Anne of Green Gables is really a good, clean story for suitable for late childhood or mid-childhood. So I'm wondering if we're going to just go and print it off like this. Now that's why I was talking about Anne of Green Gables. It's because of the crow or the raven we can hear in the background. Beautiful birds and very practical, as I've said. Sorry to repeat myself. I often do repeat myself when I like something and I like what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's just a bit of me coming through. And we're near a suburb. We're not far from a neighbouring suburb called Crow's Nest, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that there are crows in the area, even though most suburbs exist mostly as just in name rather than in actual, like some places get called after a river or something, and then that river's not there anymore. It's been, the developers have come in and ripped it apart, overdeveloped the area, and it just becomes a name, just a name, it's like a meaningless name anymore. It's no longer. Now, did I put on mirror image, folks? And my phone's ringing again. Oh, fuck, I don't want negative, positive. Yeah, mirror image is in. So we're just going to print off 2 of those. Yeah, so I got my mobile phone's ringing again, the phone that I'm using for this. When a phone call comes, it comes down like a flag. It says answer or decline. And of course, if I answer it, the video will stop rolling. And that's not what I want. I don't like it when my video stops rolling for whatever reason. It happens sometimes when I get a phone update, and when an update comes through, it sometimes interrupts me doing the videos or telling me I've got to install it, and it sort of comes up and stops the video. So I have to make sure I've got to have the phone, have to basically, whatever. I won't go into it. I'm nearly finished this demo, but it's a pain in the ass when you get those phone things. But anyway, that looks really interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.